Hey there, this is Ruben from Dutch Round 1. Thanks again for coming by, thanks for watching another episode. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your support. Today we'll do something different and we'll take a look at 10 funny Dunglish expressions. So mistakes Dutch speaking people make when they speak English. But before we do that, remember to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content, and let me know in the comments if this video was useful for you or not. But without much further ado, let's not waste too much time and go straight for the expressions. Now the first one is undertakers. This one is a bit funny because when we say in Dutch, wij zijn een natie van ondernemers. And we want to translate it to English. Sometimes you will hear, we are a nation of undertakers. That of course is not correct because we would be heading for funerals quite a bit. Now the correct translation in English is we are a nation of entrepreneurs, right? So that would be the correct one. The next one is solicit, all right? So ik ga morgen solliciteren, that would be your Dutch version. However, sometimes people, they will translate it literally, or they will use a word which seems common to them, and they will say, I am going to solicit tomorrow. However, in English, solliciteren, so to apply for a job, and to solicit are two completely different things. And this might be a funny moment of lost in translation. Now, the correct translation in English would be, I am going to apply for a job tomorrow. That's it. All right, let's go for the next one. The next one is late, all right? So the Dutch version, when we ask, what's the time? We will say, hoe laat is het? What's the time? However, many people will translate it literally from Dutch. They will use the words they think are correct in English, and they will say, how late is it? You will hear that a lot, especially when Dutch people, Belgian people, Flemish-speaking people are speaking English. However, of course, the correct translation in English is what is the time or what time is it? All right, let's go for the next one. The next one, a crazy door, right? Now, when we want to say in Dutch that somebody is pretty crazy, we will say hij is zo gek als een deur. However, we cannot translate that literally into English, but some people they do. So they will say, he is as crazy as a door. And then basically you see blanks, you see people not really understanding what that person means. Well, they can get the gist of it, but it's not really correct in English. All right, so the correct translation in English would be, he is a lunatic, he is mad as a hatter. That would be the correct one, not crazy as a door. The next one, a wise cat. Now in Dutch, when we feel like somebody's fooling us, when we feel like somebody is trying to say something to us which is not true, we will say, you're not serious, we're not believing you. And we have an expression for that, and we will say, maak dat de kat wijs. Now again, a literal translation of that sentence would be, make that the cat wise. But nobody, except for people who speak Dutch, will understand that. The correct translation in English would be, don't try to fool me, all right? So there's no wise cats, there's only don't try to fool me. Then we go to the next one. We like to make a photo in Dutch. Now the Dutch version would be, we zullen een foto maken. What will we do? Okay, maken is to make, photo, we can say photo, perfect. So we will say, we will make a picture. However, in English we have to say, we will take a picture, because there's a difference between taking a picture and making a picture. All right, so be careful of that one, fellow Dutch speakers. The next one is I get my zin. Right, so basically the Dutch version would be ik krijg altijd mijn zin. All right, now what we will do, we will translate that literally and we will say I always get my zin. However, sin and to get your way, they're completely different. Sin, sinner, to do something bad, that would be a sin. However, the correct translation in English should be I always get what I want and I always get my way. So be careful of that one too. Then we go to the next one, take a douche. Right, this one can be quite funny. So in Dutch we will say ik zal een douche nemen. And some people, they'll basically translate it and they will say I am going to take a douche. That is completely different in English, and the correct translation should be I am going to take a shower. However, this is something which you will hear quite a lot if Dutch people are speaking English. Then we go to the next one, and that would be the one on the first face. Now, when you see somebody, you fall in love at first sight. In Dutch we say liefde op het eerste gezicht. So what we will do, as always, we'll translate it literally and we will say this was love on the first face. Doesn't make sense, nobody understands it except for us. So the correct translation in English should be love at first sight. There we go to the next one, the nose in the butter. Alright, this one's quite funny too. So, je bent met je neus in de boter gevallen. Alright, that means you're quite lucky. That means that you have a lot of luck. However, if we translate it literally, you might hear somebody say, you have fallen with your nose in the butter. And everybody would be like, what just happened? No, the correct translation in English should be you got very lucky or you have a lot of luck. So we're not falling with our noses into the butter yet. Alright, these were the 10 funny expressions of Dunglish. I hope you find them funny. Maybe you've heard them before when you were speaking to Dutch speaking people. I hope this video was useful for you. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you maybe heard other examples of literal translations from Dutch to English. And if you find it funny, why not share this video with your friends, with Dutch language students, or anybody who could find these videos useful. As for me, thanks again for watching. Keep it 100. And stay tuned for another episode of Dutch Round 1.